Okay, so thanks to Boydley and another commenter, I've been reminded that there is a very common myth among the Freeman community, mostly in the United Kingdom and Canada, that being listed on Dun and Bradstreet means that you are a corporation. And because the United Kingdom and Canada and provinces of Canada are listed on Dun and Bradstreet, they are therefore corporations and not actually governments. Now, this particular argument is debunked on DNB's own website. Quote, the DUNS number is assigned to proprietorships, corporations, partnerships, nonprofits, and government entities. So the fact that a government agency or province or whatever city has a DUNS number does not mean that it is a corporation, because in addition to corporations, Dun and Bradstreet also gives credit ratings to government agencies. Now, mention what it is that Dun and Bradstreet does. D&B is basically a credit agency. From an article, a D&B business report essentially says, among other things, how long it takes for a company or a government agency to pay bills. Now, why is this important? Because government agencies still have to buy products and services. So, for example, if the city of Edmonton wants to buy computers for, say, schools or for City Hall, and they go to a vendor to buy, say, 50 computers, the vendor can go on Dun& Bradstreet and get a credit report on the city to see how long they usually take to pay the bills and decide based on that whether he wants to sell computers to the city of Edmonton. That's why cities, governments, government agencies have those numbers, because they still have to conduct business where they live. They still have to buy stuff. They have to buy paper, computers, stationery, all that crap. This is basically the same thing that Moody's and Standard & Poor's do. The provinces of Canada all have credit ratings with those agencies as well, because they have to borrow money every time. Say, if they want to build a road that's going to cost $100 million, they have to borrow that money and then pay it off little by little. The point of the credit rating is for people who are going to lend the government money to know whether or not they can trust the government to repay the loan on time. The same thing can be verified on the Securities and Exchange Commission website, which, despite what Boydley claims, is not listed as a business. It is not registered as a business. You can look it up yourself on the SEC website. Canada is listed as a foreign government, not as a business or a corporation. Now again, this is how lazy and gullible these freemen and idiots on the internet are. They're coming on the fucking comment section and repeating this crap over and over again. They've been at it for at least 3 days, and they're just repeating that because somebody told them that. I've heard the Dun & Bradstreet and SEC arguments for over the last 4 years, repeated over and over again, and none of these guys have actually gone on these websites and verified for themselves whether or not it's true. That's how lazy they are. It took me 5 fucking minutes to look it up on DNB and the SEC website to see that it's not true. But they will come on the YouTube and argue this crap on the comment section, even though they're wrong, even though they have never checked whether or not it's true.